Welcome to another episode of It's Debatable WWE edition. I'm your host Justin Jones here with co Sebastian Pluvios, and we're just doing Night of Champion predictions. Right now, WWE is in Saudi Arabia. I just want to make sure everyone out there is safe and everything just goes smoothly, just with the events going on, just in real life. So just hopefully everyone has safe travels and the event goes well tomorrow. At 1 p.m. start time. So to that predictions, I just gotta go through
Wait, hold
my
on, just your
bet real
connection, your
quick.
connection,
It's just not the champions. It's most.
your connection. Just 1 second.
Let's see.
All right, run it
Hold
back.
on. I know I hear you. I'm gonna fix it. Hold on, bro. Let me just.
Just a new
Am I better
5G.
now?
Yeah, you're good.
Am I good?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, so I was saying, just my only gripe with the card is that it's not really a Night of Champions card. The Night of Champions, when it was like it originated and started, it was to highlight all the champions, and every championship was supposed to be on the line. Now, I do understand that there is a lot more championships per se, with the females having their own United States and Intercontinental titles, but we only have two championship matches on the card, and I think that is insane. But um, we can just go right into the predictions. Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sokoa. Just how do you feel about that matchup, and who do you got?
Um, First of all, I'm bummed out that this match is not going to be on SummerSlam. I think this is a SummerSlam worthy match. I feel like WWE pulled like the trigger too quick on this. I'm looking at it right now as to you could have developed it a little bit more into the story leading into SummerSlam because SummerSlam is like what, maybe like a month and a half away in August. I think you definitely could have did something there though. But just going into this match though, I think you should have Solo win. I'm really a fan of just the work that Solo has done thus far, just everything that from just the promos that he's cut and just the entertainment aspect and just how he's managed to keep bringing himself back into relevancy. I know at a point everybody was asking where Solo did Solo lose his momentum. Solo found his momentum back and he's gained some type of hype to where fans now are saying, I'm loving the work Solo's doing now. Like he found his niche. And just feel me, just the baby face that Jacob Fatu has turned into I think it's gonna make for a match to where you kind of see where Jacob Fatu is at with the fans if he loses the title. And I think him losing the title wouldn't be on some clean shit. I think you're obviously going to get the interference from JC Mateo, but I think you introduced that new Tongan that had his dark wrestling match in the beginning. He's like some 6'7" dude. I think that's how you introduce Solo. I think Solo's going to have a backup plan. He's not going to be Jacob Clean. You don't beat Jacob Clean, but you definitely do find a way. I don't. Then again, I haven't seen Jacob get pinned yet in WWE though. So I think this would do justice for a guy like Solo who has been killing it lately. I think you definitely do reward him with the US title and then you throw him in the mix though. That's just my opinion though. But if we're going off just WWE standards, Jacob wins though. Jacob defines a way to defy all odds. You might get an interference from Jimmy Uso helping out Jacob Fatu, and they get some type of duo going on there. So overall though, I think that Jacob wins. But if it was up to me, I'd put the title on Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, in terms of this matchup, I definitely think it's gonna be a great match. I definitely like the story that they've had so far together within WWE. In terms of a winner, I think I think Solo Sokoa wins the title. I think just with the momentum that he has right now, it makes sense to put the title on him. To your point, I think they're gonna call up that guy that has been having the dark matches. I don't want to butcher his name, but um, everyone knows right who we are talking about. Him just being a part of the bloodline, I definitely think it's gonna make Solo even stronger. He finds a dirty way to win the match, and he becomes the new United States champion. In terms of Jacob Fatu, I feel like this is something you could still keep going into SummerSlam with, and they could have another one at SummerSlam to when Jacob possibly wins the title back. But Once again, I think it's gonna be a great match. I think there's gonna be a lot of great a lot of great highlights. And once again, I don't think the story's finished, but I do think Solo Sokoa does win the US championship.
True, true.
Um Another match on the card is going to be Raquel Rodriguez versus Rhea Ripley. As crazy as this might sound, I do think this will be the match of the night. I actually love the work that Raquel Rodriguez has been doing since Liv Morgan has been out due to injury. Also, get well soon to Liv Morgan. I feel like just that segment that her and Rhea Ripley just had on Monday Night Raw, I feel like that did a lot for Raquel. I feel like that made her look really strong. And I also feel like it definitely just planted the seeds for the tag team we are eventually going to get of Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Which, we're going off track just a little bit, but I think that's also going to be great because now once Liv Morgan does come back, I think she can have one of the best babyface runs as a female that we've probably ever seen. And I see a lot of people saying her coming back and then eventually teaming up with the Rhea Ripley once again. It would be a full circle moment. So I definitely think Raquel's in a great spot right now. I think you have her win the match. She's so dominant and such a strong presence. I think you need to present her in that way. Rhea Ripley losing the match tomorrow is going to do nothing to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is always going to be a walking title match, and she's always going to be mommy. But you need to keep building stars, and Raquel Rodriguez is right here. She wins this match tomorrow with the help of Roxanne Perez.
There you go, bro. That's why I fuck with you. You nailed it on the fucking spot. You nailed it on the spot, bro. Everything you said is everything I definitely thought about, though. You give Raquel Rodriguez that push right now because you failed the first time when you brought her back at Bad Blood and you made her look weak every time getting riptide and looking weak. She's like 6'5", bro. You give her that push, bro. And what I seen on Monday Night Raw is exactly how it's supposed to play out. Exactly how you're supposed to cook this shit up, bro. You cooked it up to perfection, bro. You make her look strong. She comes out, they tell her, yo, Raquel, we need you to be that enforcer that we know you could be, man. Tighten up. Go handle Rhea Ripley. They spun back on that rivalry, and she gave Rhea Ripley a strong-ass Tejada bomb on the Slim Jim table. Yeah, I'm not calling it a table no more. It's a Slim Jim table. With the help of Roxanne, to your point as well, and it makes for something interesting now, because now you're looking at Raquel Rodriguez as a force. She's holding down the tag team titles. They trying to strip her, right? You have Roxanne Perez right there. Maybe her and Roxanne had a shaky start because of Liv, but now they grow that bond, they grow that trust, and now where Liv is looking at the sound like, what the fuck? You supposed to be my mans, and now you're teaming with her. It makes everything for Judgment Day drama, and like we said, and like everybody says, it's the summer of the Judgment Day where all the drama unfolds in the Judgment Day. It's always something with them. So looking at that, like you said, cooked to perfection, bro. If they just got to give Raquel Rodriguez that push right now, bro. Like Rhea Ripley will not get hurt in the process of losing to Raquel Rodriguez, though. Rhea Ripley has been in numerous title contention matches. She's had all this success thus far, bro. It's time we put stars over, like you were saying once again, though. And what better way to do it than to spark a storyline with her and Raquel Rodriguez without the Liv Morgans of the world now? Adding Roxanne Perez, the new up and coming, to replace Liv Morgan and keep them tag team titles, sort of like what they did with the Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill and inserting Naomi, just without the back door and all that. It works justice. It does justice at the end of the
Right.
day, though. Everybody wins in that process, and you just cooked up some shit to where now Liv Morgan has the baby fist and reunites with Rhea Ripley, and they formed a tag team once again too. And it makes for a great story, though. I think it would make for a great story. I definitely like what you just said just there. You nailed it perfectly on the spot, though. Raquel Rodriguez must win this tomorrow night. If I see a Riptide and Rhea Ripley gets the 1, 2, 3, I'm gonna be super pissed though, because Rhea Ripley right now is not the hottest WWE women's star. She's up there. Like every time she comes out, I hear a fucking pop. Like you hear like the crowd going crazy. And what better way to make a babyface stay a babyface than a babyface getting outnumbered than the numbers game? Than her usually get coming up on the lower side on things. Like her taking going through that table with the Tejada bomb, it kind of increases her stock now because now the Rhea Ripley fans want to see her get back on Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez now. But if she gonna get beaten by the numbers game, it's just gonna make something for interesting. Definitely Raquel Rodriguez should win this match. Definitely stir her in the right direction, get her name buzzing a little bit more, like what you should have done earlier this year within the Bad Bloods and since her return. Now we're going to see her as an enforcer. Now they're gonna call her like the Diesel and shit like that. Now we see what she's fully capable of. Now it's a perfect moment for her to step up, and no better way to step up than tomorrow in Saudi when you go against one of the hottest baby faces, the hottest women wrestlers right now, and you take that fucking dub. Tom.
Nah, yeah. So shout out to all those females involved. Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, and Roxanne Perez is not in the match, but once again, it's gonna be a street fight, so I'm pretty damn sure she will be involved. But another match that we have a person that needs to get the job done, and we're gonna talk about Karrion Cross versus Sami Zayn going down on Night of Champions. You know,
Yep.
Karrion Cross has not been on a PLE since 2022. So a lot of people have been, clamoring and asking WWE and Triple H to push Karrion Cross. It's here now, but now Karrion Cross, you need to have a good match and you need to win the crowd over. You need to show WWE why you need to be pushed in the respect that the WWE universe wants you to be pushed. This is your moment. Sami Zayn is going to also make you look good. So I know he's going to do his part. You need to do your part. Everyone is waiting for you and Scarlett to finally go over, and y'all, yeah, I feel like y'all have the potential to be the next Edge and Lita. If y'all really to wanted to go down that
Yo,
route,
you
but y'all are
cooking,
gonna
bro?
have to take advantage. Oh,
Yo, you cooking, bro?
this guy is Simba.
Yo, nah, you cooking, bro.
What?
Yo, if I was there, I'd dap you the fuck up right now. You cooking some shit, bro. Nigga said Edge and leader, bro. How do you mean? Yo, you cooking, bro. You cooking with hot fire, bro. Yo, my fault. Yo, keep talking that shit, gang.
Nah, I've always just said that Karrion Cross definitely gives me Edge vibes. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the hair, the voice, just the persona. Like I don't know, but just him and then the girl just always by his side. That just reminds me of how Edge and Lita just used to be back in the day. But I feel I don't want to say you have to replicate it, but you can just kind of see the template you did use for that and try to just give them two just a push start. Now I did see Scarlett did say that she's not too into the wrestling every week and all that, but if she said if you put her in the right story, she's gonna do what she has to do. So why not just do it? Sometimes we do all these extra things that we didn't really ask for. Like we got a lot of people complaining about the Goldberg versus Gunther, and I get the complaints, but WWE, you gotta just see when the fans are asking for something and just build off that opportunity. No one's saying you can't do Goldberg versus Gunther, but if they are asking for a carrying cross push, just do it. What's the penalty of what? It's not like he's not good in ring. And it's like so like I don't know really what it is. Like sometimes you just gotta realize people are gonna be pushed organically. It's not always gonna be creative having to make a star. I don't know if that's an ego thing or like what that's about, but some people are just made organically. And you just gotta respect that. So shout out to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn does not need the win. Karrion Cross needs this win right here. This is someone now you can also put in that intercontinental championship scene, and then eventually maybe even a main eventer. We can't have Randy Orton versus John Cena 5 years from now. You're gonna have to build these new mega stars, so you're gonna have to just harp on this opportunity. I think Karrion Cross wins this match.
Shoot, spot on. Spot on, bro. Fucking spot on, bro. Spot on, bro. You cooking up with this shit, bro, today. It's fucking spot on though. I definitely do feel like Karrion Cross is like this what everybody's been asking for. This is just, the hype surrounded by it. Just when I look at it, just the build up to the weeks coming, us the backstage segments. Just every time you see the backstage segment, he hasn't even gone out to the ring to cut a promo. It's been backstage segments, and everybody's just giving a notorious pop. So him coming out Saturday is going to be a big, big match for him. Just his coming out party. I'm looking at it as filming. This is not the same Karrion Cross we've seen when he was running around with that old ass dude, and then those two, the Authors of Pain. This is Karrion Cross right now and Scarlett. This is their time to shine right now. And what better way to do that than to have a fantastic match with Sami Zayn? Whether he wins or loses to me, I personally don't care. I just want this to be a great match to where just like, all right, now we can start pushing the Karrion Cross agenda though. And time after time again, people's been asking for the Karrion Cross. I've been one that said, yo, Karrion Cross could be something special. It's up to him now. And when he cut that promo after WrestleMania, talking about the Jake Pauls and how a celebrity comes in and he gets a push right than somebody that's been doing this for 15 years. Here's your chance to shine, my man. Here's your chance. You in Saudi right now. A bunch of people going crazy. They know Sami Zayn. They're gonna be behind Sami Zayn. They're gonna love Sami Zayn, but it's up to you to spoil it. It's up to you to be as heelish as possible. It's up to you to sell the people over. The people that are gonna be in Saudi, the people that are gonna be watching at home. It's Karrion Cross' job, as well as Scarlett. I think Scarlett got to play a major factor. Maybe be a distraction. Do a little like heelish type of thing to where feel me, you trip Sammy on the rope or you do some shit like that. It's up to Scarlett too as well. It's not just a Karen Cross thing. If you're gonna feature both of them, they both have to
Yeah,
play a major
like
part.
yeah, like I wouldn't be mad at a finish of like she tries to like just try to like fake seduce him, bro. Scarlett's a very beautiful woman. She's gonna have to play into that and just try to play into just that just that persona, as you were saying.
Yeah, so 100% though. So it's up to the both of them to win the crowd over. I don't care how you do it, but feel me. I don't need Sami Zayn doesn't need to win, man. Sami Zayn doesn't need to win. I feel like Sami Zayn has better future endeavors coming up soon, but right now, I think the whole agenda for WWE should be to push Karrion Cross. So we're aiming for the Karrion Cross win, but not just a regular win, a win to where he steals over the crowd and where people talk about. He say, that's a great match because Sami Zayn, everybody says it, a great in-ring performer, knows how to work a match, knows how to make people look good. I don't think I've seen a bad Sami Zayn match in quite some time. That's one thing I could say about him, though. I know I be hating on Sami Zayn, I be trolling Sami Zayn, but one thing I can always say about it is he know how to put a fucking match. He knows how to work a match. So I definitely feel like he knows the agenda right now is to push Cross. So So Karrion Cross, this is your chance to get pushed to the moon. To the moon. You want Seth Rollins money, or you want Tribal Chief money? Go ahead, man. The ball's on his court now.
Right. So once again, shout out to Karrion Cross, shout out to Sami Zayn, but I do think Karrion Cross gets the win. I just mentioned this match, so we might as well talk about that next. Actually, it's actually not on this card. I was about to tweak out. Let's talk about Jay Cargill versus Asuka. It is the finals for the Queen of the Ring. Um, I don't have too much to say about the match per se. It's gonna be the first time that these two meet up in ring, so it's definitely gonna be interesting to see. If I'm just going to pick a winner, I think Asuka's going to win. I feel just how WWE is pushing her right now. I definitely like it. You need to push. We need to have as many stars as possible. We can't just always have the Rhea Ripleys and Bianca Belairs. Asuka is a formidable athlete and wrestler. I definitely like her theme music. They went to her original theme. She's back here in WWE. She's healthy. I think they want to do her versus Io Sky at SummerSlam. That would be a banger of a match. They definitely have the whole rapport just being with Damage Control. I think they go down that route. The only other scenario I see for Jay Cargill to win is only if Naomi was to cash in on SmackDown. So then at SummerSlam you could do the Jay Cargill versus Naomi. I don't think WWE wants to do Tiffany Stratton versus Jay Cargill right now. They have teased it. I don't think they go down that route. So if I'm a betting man, I think they go down the route of trying to do Asuka and Io, which means Asuka wins the Queen of the Ring.
I'm not mad at you on that. I think that's the direction that they're going, and they definitely teased it with the interaction between Io and Oscar. Definitely when you heard that promo about saying this, like I'm so happy that we could represent Damage Control. Oscar said, "We're not Damage Control no more." Feel me? And Io understood the assignment and said, basically said, "I'll be waiting for you." So That's definitely the goal in mind. Whether it's gonna get done regardless, though. I feel like whether Oscar wins or not. Jade Cargill, though, I definitely do feel like she should win. Just me personally, I think right now you talk about making new superstars. I think Jade Cargill is on the pinnacle of being a superstar. If her winning this leads to her going against Stratton and then maybe Naomi cashing in that SummerSlam. And if it leads to that, then feel me, now we have a whole new setup now to where Jade Cargill only had her like 10 seconds of fame as champion. So I would like to see that too. But either way, I wouldn't mind it. But I think if you're going to give a Queen of the Ring and add a little flair to the story, I think match wise, Asuka and Io Sky fits for a better like match because they're both very great in the ring. Like, they add a lot of versatility into the ring. I've been on record saying Io Sky is one of my favorite women wrestler right now. I feel like she puts on no bad matches. Asuka, since coming back, has definitely been on a tear. Just the work that she does, just getting the crowd hype, and just the work that she does in the ring too. It could lead to that. I wouldn't want to lead up to SummerSlam because feel me, I feel like the promos, I'm a promo guy, and I'm not gonna be shy to admit
This
that.
my title. You
Yeah,
never get it. It's mine.
like you feel me, like you get what I'm saying though. Like feel me, like the match is gonna be excellent. Like I'll never take away from a match like that. But feel me, I don't know how they would necessarily sell the people
All
on
right, well,
it
you're
being
gonna have to learn Chinese, bro. You're gonna have to get out the that Chinese dictionary, bro, and you're gonna have to read the Ling Ling. All right,
okay.
brother man.
All right. If that's the direction they want to go, I'll definitely pick up my book. I'll definitely get Rosetta Stone, and I'll definitely try to learn a thing or two to see where this is going. But me, just the story wise, and just what they built with the whole Naomi and Jade Cargill, and now you're throwing Tiffany Stratton in the mix. I think that's the route that they should go. That's just me personally.
But
So
I
I
feel like with that Jade story, right now in that story, this is where Bianca should be coming into it. So I don't feel them putting out Tiffany because now you got Nia Jax winning the top. It's just so many names. I feel like they need to kind of sew up that story. Bianca hasn't even really got really into it yet. We know she's going to play a part. I feel like you gotta, well, not you gotta, but I feel that's how they would want to do the story instead of just trying to, because you still got the evolution card, the all female card coming up. Are you gonna do Jay versus Naomi there? That's something that's also been rumored. So we gotta see with all these fucking WWE events, where do you put all these matches?
a storm is coming.
All right.
That's all I gotta say.
Listen, I wouldn't be mad, but I definitely think Io wins. I'm definitely seeing that you think that Jade wins. It's going to be interesting to see. Let's talk about the men's side of the finals of the King of the Ring. We're getting the match that we've all wanted since Cody Rhodes has come back in WWE. Cody Rhodes versus the Viper, Randy Orton. I'm going to tell y'all right now, spoiler alert, Cody Rhodes is going to win the match, and it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus John Cena at SummerSlam. They're not gonna do Randy Orton versus John Cena again because they just marketed their last match as the last one ever. So as much as I want Randy Orton to be a WWE champion again, it will not be right now. I don't even think it will be this year. I think that's something they explore next year. But Cody Rhodes once again will win the King of the Ring and face John Cena. They wanted to make Cody work for it. What are not a better way than winning the King of the Ring, the big match at SummerSlam. We will be in the building for SummerSlam, and I want to see the match.
Shit. I think that's exactly pinpoint how it goes though. Feel me? You get the match that you want between feel me student versus master. You get that match. Although feel me, we wanted it when Cody was champion. I think that's what the people was going for. They wanted it in a bigger stage.
All right, well,
But
we
shit.
are, but we all know what ruined that.
What?
Jay Uso's theme song ruined WrestleMania.
Wait, what?
If Jay Uso didn't have that theme song,
Yo,
Wrestle, you know
stop,
that.
bro.
I'm just saying, we
Stop,
probably
bro.
would have got that if Jay Uso didn't make that song. The Yeet just took over and changed the entire landscape of the plans, bro.
Bro, stop, bro. We're
Four
not.
letters, one word.
Yo, stop, bro.
Yeet.
No, no, no,
I'm
Jay
just.
slander.
I'm not saying no slander. I'm talking facts. I know you seen that post I put in the chat. We could have got this WrestleMania card if Jay Uso didn't do that damn theme song, bro.
Shout out my nigga Jay, bro. Listen, everything
Did it?
happens
You
for
know
a
he
reason.
did it. He changed the game. That's it.
Yeah, bro. I think that right now, feel me. We get what we get right now, feel me. You still get Randy Orton right now. That's still relatively doing like great stuff in ring work, and you get Cody Rhodes now. Like you said, we know what's gonna happen because if he was gonna protest as Cena and Orton's last match, then what other way to expect it? I do wish that it wouldn't be so soon because for me, we did just see Cody Rhodes return not too long ago. I feel like there hasn't been enough build up for that. I think right now we're just showing that now it's more so if it's just Cena and Cody, I don't think people want a part two. I think you got to add something different into the mix. I think we're fully aware of that. The fans are going to be fully aware of that. I think it should have been more of a struggle for Cody to get back into the championship mix. Um, I just don't know how I feel about it. I know it's going to be a good match, but I just want to see what it leads up to. Cena versus Cody again. I just want to see. I'm not too sold on it. I'm sold on the Randy Orton versus Cody, but it would be better though if we didn't get Randy versus Cena earlier. Then it would be a little more suspense. Because now I feel like we're just throwing the thing of like who's the next challenger, who's the next challenger, who's next in line. Like it's a fucking John Cena championship title like line. Like you see first fucking
Well,
Cody
I will,
Rhodes.
but he is the WWE champion, so and he is a heel, so there's going to be a lot of people going for the title.
Yeah, but I just feel like once that's out the mix, then it's like who's next? Who's next? So that might throw a curveball because I definitely did say it here. Randy Orton said I'll do whatever it takes to get back to the thing. And if it means going through you, Cody, it means that could just all be promo work, but at the same time, it's just like maybe we're building suspense.
Listen, whatever it is, I'm gonna be interested to see. Triple H, likes the long term storytelling. This is not the Vince McMahon era where the story's finished up within a month. We're gonna have to see what is going on. And I'm still petitioning for Vince McMahon to come back. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't give a fuck. I want Vince McMahon back in the WWE. Fuck TKO. My fault. Sometimes I get Tourette's, y'all. My fault. My fault. I didn't mean it like that. But I believe the only other match on the card, correct me if I'm wrong, is not John Cena versus CM Punk. Because Dominic
Oh
Mysterio
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah,
down,
yeah,
is no
yeah,
longer on the card.
yeah. That's the match that feel me. We know that Cena's gonna win. As much as we want Punk, I don't think Punk wins in Saudi.
Nah,
As much
yeah,
as
I definitely think John Cena wins this matchup because they want to do John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. I just feel like WWE really wants to do that part too because Cody Rhodes is the ultimate baby face of the company. Shout out to CM Punk. I feel like if it was back in the day, CM Punk might have been more of a gambling choice to pick for a winner. I wouldn't mind if CM Punk did win.
I would
Um,
love it. I would love that,
but
bro.
no, yeah, I would love CM Punk as WWE champion again. But then it's like, are we not getting CM Punk versus Seth Rollins again? I'm hearing some fans with mixed reviews on if that rivalry is taking too. Well, it has we ran its course, and now they're kind of hinting at it again. They had the fake fight at Fanatics Fest, and so some people have mixed reviews. But that's another interesting factor. Will Seth Rollins cash in at you know? the Night of Champions? We definitely see him tease that at Fanatics Fest as well. Him and John Cena did have that standoff. Um, but I just think they're waiting. I don't think Seth cashes in yet. I'm still not sold on even Seth having a successful cash in because Roman Reigns is still a character somehow implemented in this crazy ass story. So I do think John Cena does retain somehow, whether it's by dirty antics, whether it's a clean match. I think he just finds a way to win. He leaves Saudi Arabia as still our WWE champion.
No, I definitely do feel that. But here's my spin off, and there's the thing where, as a fan, it's the best thing that we like to do. I do feel like, what if there is a world where CM Punk does win tomorrow, and Seth Rollins does cashes in, and now you have this whole mix of the King of the Ring, and you get a thing to where maybe a fatal four way between Seth, Punk, Cena, and Cody, and you just have all these variables in the mix. What if that's the case? You know what I'm saying though? Like, what if we do get that for SummerSlam, a fatal four way with all these heavy hitter powers? and we are in a prediction now to where we don't know who wins in SummerSlam.
I
What
don't know,
if that's it?
but isn't Roman is being presented on the card. He's on the poster from SummerSlam. So where does Roman come into this?
I don't know. I try not
You
to think
just
about
took
people
all of
that,
his opponents out the way. Like,
but it's like,
who the hell he gonna
but you,
face?
but you know what
What
I
are you
mean?
gonna do?
It's like what like. See, the thing is, this is why I don't like to get a forehead because Roman hasn't been here, and just to ingratiate him in a story like that, and I know they're keeping his name. I know they're keeping his name alive. Seth Rollins keep mentioning Roman Reigns, and it just leads to the things as when's Roman coming back? When's Roman coming back? But I'm trying to look about the players that are here, bro, and that's what fucks up a storyline to me though. Because if you just throw Roman Reigns out there, it's just like, oh, here he goes again. He just came back. It doesn't like. There's no real build up to that. Like that's what I'm saying.
OTC, OTC, OTC,
And don't get me wrong,
OTC.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. His name carries weight because it's fucking Roman Reigns, man. One of the greatest to do it. But at the same time, it's just like I want to talk about the people that are there that shows up. Like feel me? And it's not a knock on Roman Reigns because feel me, he still got outside businesses. I already still filming a movie. He still got shit he got to deal with outside. But when I'm watching these shit, like when I'm watching the Raws and the SmackDowns, it's like the buildup has to be there for me. I just don't want to see somebody just getting ingratiated into this and now feel me now Roman Reigns is in the mix. Don't get me wrong, bro. Roman Reigns is gonna does numbers. His name's ring bell. It's gonna sell out tickets though. But it's just like after a while, just like I forgot about Roman Reigns. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like when I don't hear his name and I don't see him, I'm watching TV and I don't see him. I
Listen, you
forgot
better
about him.
watch your mouth and you better respect your tribal chief. What the hell is wrong with you right now, bro? You
There's
better
nothing.
you better watch
There's
what you
nothing
say.
wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But when after a while you don't see something, you start forgetting about it. So every time you watch Monday Night Raw, you're like, oh, Roman Reigns might come out. Roman Reigns, you're not thinking, you think about the product that's at hand. The show goes on, life still goes on, bro. Feel me? So eventually, after a while, yeah, the buzz is gonna die down. Of course, there's gonna be people saying, our OTC, we can't wait for him to come back. That's cool and all, but feel me, I'm looking at the players that are at hand and what you could do with that. If Roman Reigns is promoting, he does come through, that makes for even better a show. Don't get me wrong, though. But right now, I'm just thinking if I'm like this is why I can never be creative because I'd forget. Like if I'm creative, I was like, and then we're going over the plans for SummerSlam. It's just like, so what if we had Roman to the ring? So I'm like, oh shit, I forgot all about Roman. That's another important player too in the mix, though. So yeah, that's just the thought I had on that.
Yeah, they'll definitely be interesting if they went that direction. But either way, tomorrow's gonna be a very good card. Everybody definitely tune in once again. 1 p.m. start time in the USA. Once again, I hope everyone has safe travels. Just in that Saudi Arabia, Saudi Arabia area. Um, Shout out to the whole WWE universe. SummerSlam coming, a lot of big events coming up, man. Got a lot of content to do. I don't got nothing else to say, bro. I'm I'm cooked.
All right. And that's gonna do it for an episode of It's Debatable. Appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. Keep looking out. Once again, Night of Champions tomorrow, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
What else we got going
My
on?
fault.
Shit, man. Y'all just gonna have to wait and see, man. Just more everything coming up. I'm gonna wrap it up shortly. Justin got a life he gotta continue to go to. I got shit I gotta do. So 4 letters, one word. Uh, he. I name my eater.
Goldberg.
Bill Goldberg.